My name is Justin Ekle. I am 34 years old, and I'm starting over. So by day, I'm an electrician working in a manufacturing plant about 50 hours a week. So by night and weekends, I'm a photographer / videographer trying to turn my passion into a full-time business. So why am I starting a YouTube podcast channel right now in my 30s? I think right now, where I'm at, a lot of things I have been working through mentally and emotionally. There's just so many things that I've been trying to become a level head on, and I believe I'm at a point now where I am, and now this is like a reset, and this is the direction I want to go. I realized that I need to reconnect with what makes me, what's my drive, what makes me passionate, and that is doing photography and videography work. I enjoy doing this. I have a lot of knowledge in doing this. I have taught myself in doing this, and I want to share it. I have come to love to do this craft. There's just something about it that is just really just gets me just wanting to. I haven't really done a lot of that recently. I don't know, this year I haven't really done a lot of personal work. So currently I am going through a divorce. This is completely different than what I would have thought of a year ago. So about middle of this year is when she left, and for me, it just hit me out of nowhere. She may think different. I'm not getting into anything else than that. So it has been really tough on me. Been trying to make adjustments. Believe me, it's not easy. I've spent 12 years with my soon-to-be ex. When you spend a little over a decade with somebody, and she just leaves, it's difficult and hard to just completely. There's no off switch. Oh, okay, let me just. So it was a lot of mental and emotional grief and changes I had to work through. So anything that I had, for photography, videography, that had to get put to the side because I had to work on my mental state. But since then, I have been making a considerable amount of changes in my personal life. The first act I started doing was going to the gym. I started going to the gym on my own and realized that I think I'm going to need some kind of assistant or some kind of help because I feel like I wasn't doing it right. So I eventually started seeing a personal trainer. And that's actually been going pretty well. I enjoy seeing my trainer. I enjoy interacting with him. I enjoy his feedback, just show me how to just do certain things at the gym. And it's also pretty helpful too that, he also has a membership, a personal membership at his gym. So that's been really, really helpful. That first act of me going to the gym kind of started this domino effect of making these actionable changes in my personal life. And so it went from going to the gym, starting to be consistent with that, staying consistent with that, and then going to see a therapist and doing that consistently. Went from, this is a new one for me personally. I'm really new at that, going to church. So I'm really leaning into my new faith here, which is, it's funny because I've always kind of had that within me my whole entire life. I just never had, I guess, the right influence. I don't know how to explain that. And then from there, I'm now dancing. Well, this coming week will be my third session It's just with a personal instructor, and so far she's been phenomenal with that. So those are the personal changes that I have been making for myself since July. I might as well call it August because that was the end of July. So since then, and now I believe I'm at like a good state now where I'm going to start picking up on my creative outlet. So I am wanting to start doing these YouTube channels, and then also podcasts. So it's gonna be like a YouTube podcast hybrid. And this idea of mine is I want to show a little bit of what I know, or maybe a lot of it. I don't know. This is still me figure. I know I want to show share my knowledge of what I know, because clearly I know every aspect of cameras, lighting, audio, like I know all of it. Like these are the things that I have taught myself for quite some time. I mean, clearly I have a softbox right here. I have a light up here acting as a hair light, to give it a good lighting. I know that. This is a lavalier mic. I'm not. The point is, I know these things, and these things gets me really excited. I could go on and on and on to just kind of, this is what I know. This is what I do. This is what I get very passionate about it. I get very excited about it. Like, I love these things. I know these things. I know how to work these things. And usually I found myself too, is if I run into something that, like if I can't get working right away, I usually try to figure out at my disposal right now of what I can make to work put together. So basically, I can problem solve on the spot to be able to make things work. But that's just a little tangent of, of my knowledge that I can share with you. But also, like, the other part of what I want to do with this channel podcast is I want to also just do interviews with local business owners, creatives, anybody of interest, anybody maybe going through the struggles, similar to what I've been going through, or maybe something, along those lines, or maybe just going through just struggles in general. Like I said, I mean, this could evolve into more. I know that I am not a marketing guru. I have tried. And I found out that it doesn't come natural to me. I just did do it online. I have found nothing that worked. I fell down so many rabbit holes, and yet I know right now that I'm not really 100% confident in my pricing. I am, but I'm not. But I'm not 100% confident in pricing myself when I am talking to other people on the services I provide. Another thing that I struggle, personally right now is loneliness. It is much different, when you're with somebody for a little over a decade, and then she just leaves. That is just a huge change. So I'm just trying to work through that. Each day it just gets better, and so that's all you can do is go through day by day and just work through that, and it gets better, just gets better a little bit, but I'm learning. I've been reading some sales books. Okay, you know what? Let's get real here. I'm not reading, I'm listening to audiobooks via Audible. So I'm listening to some sales books And like I've actually been listening to some other like podcasts, some like creative business podcasts. So again, I'm just continuing on learning new things. So the mission of this channel and podcast isn't just about camera settings. It's a journey of me building my business and rebuilding my life. I want to bring on people like business owners, like local business owners, creatives, anybody going through struggles in life. I just want to have a conversation with those people. I'm going to also share my shots, both photos and videos. The editing process in both, because those are entirely different. Lightroom, DaVinci Resolve. And also just share my failures, because I'm human. I'm not a robot. So yeah, I'm going to fail, but I'm going to progress and learn from those failures. If you're a business owner, a creative, or somebody just starting over in the Sioux Falls area, I would love to connect with you and just being able to share your story and just talk back and forth. That's what I'm here for. This is what I want this channel to be about. Not only just, my settings and what I do, but I also want to share your story, because, I have a story that I want to share. I want to be able to share your story as well. If you're interested in what this channel is about, and the journey that I'm going on, just go ahead and like and follow, subscribe. I could actually see great things coming about from this. Yeah.